Hey guys, welcome back to Kingpin Radio. Now last night I did a show by myself, and I'm here to tell you that was tough. It took like 20 takes before I got it right. But maybe you can at least find it a little bit entertaining. I was struggling, I'm sure you noticed. Tonight I'm not by myself. I got my main man Drew Shook with me. Drew?
How's it going, guys, ladies and gents?
Alright. Drew is a man of few words, but he's going to get a lot of words out tonight because I got a lot to say about Drew. First thing I want to talk about is our sponsor for tonight's show. Hit Kicking Country, Z94, Baxley, Georgia, 100,000 watt radio powerhouse is what it is. James Earl and the gang over there, they're something else. They are a force to be reckoned with when it comes to radio stations. 100,000 watt radio station on top of a 1,000 foot tower. Their reach, I went to Atlanta yesterday and I was listening to them in Forsyth, Georgia. That's the other side of Macon. It's probably farther than their broadcast was supposed to reach. They probably are using some type of illegal procedure to beam their signal that far. But anyway, I got a call from Lewis Vickers today from Vickers Audio. He wants to be back on the show. Lewis, you're going to have to pay more money. Need more money from you. So we'll jump right into tonight's show. We're going to talk about success. Okay, this is a show about success. Now, I learned a lot from Grant Cardone. Hashtag Grant Cardone. Hashtag whatever it takes. Hashtag you have a beautiful wife. And she follows me, Grant. What's wrong with you? You don't even follow me on Twitter. Grant has taught me a lot. He taught me about the Young Hustlers. He's got a crew that works for him, Drew, called the Young Hustlers. I had the same thing, pal. Here's one of them right here. This guy has sold how many cars since Saturday?
9.
9 cars in 5 days?
5 days, yeah.
Now, I know there's a lot of car dealers that sell 500 cars a month. Well, we don't sell 500 cars a month. We sell about 50 cars per month. We're in a small town in South Georgia. We are a Dodge dealership. Nationwide, Ford is your #1 selling vehicle. Chevrolet is your #2 selling vehicle. Well, in this town, in this county, Ram is your #1 selling truck. We outsell every other dealership in town. I appreciate you guys sponsoring the show the other night, but this is Coffee Chrysler's show. We're the #1 dealership in town. And it's because of my Young Hustlers. Now, I asked Drew earlier what he thought about his success. He said, well, I've been lucky. You know what? He has been lucky because the one who works the hardest usually is the luckiest person on the team. Drew, tell us a little bit about your story.
Well, I've only been in the car business almost 3 years now. 4 years ago, back to 10 years ago, I was in construction business. I worked with my hands, hard labor, remodeled houses, paint, tough, hard work. You might work 50, 60 hours a week, make $400, bring home to your family, and then you might miss 2 weeks of work because you ain't got nothing to do. But, I have spent a lot of time doing it and built up a good knowledge about it, so, it was something I was comfortable with. But, comes a point in everybody's life where you got to make a change if you're going to better yourself. And, I had an opportunity to step into the car business at Coffee Chrysler, which was a great opportunity for me. Never sold cars before, never really sold anything. I rented movies one time. I was a movie manager at a rental store, but that's about all my experience with it. So I took a huge chance to basically quit everything I've ever learned in my whole adult working life and, venture out and try to learn something new, not knowing whether you will succeed or if you will fail. But I was determined to never fail. So
let me ask you a question, Drew. Would you say that you were good at construction?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the best.
One of the best. So and we love construction people. My family's in construction.
Absolutely.
Drew's family's in construction. This is, without a doubt, construction people are some of the greatest people in the county and the greatest people in the country. So Drew didn't come to a better profession. He found a profession that was more suitable for him.
Absolutely. Well said.
Thank you. Let me ask you this, Drew. On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself as a construction worker?
I would say 9. You know, nobody's perfect, but 9. You know, all you can do is the best you can do, especially in construction. So, you know, a 9. I knew most everything. You know,
above average. That's great.
Above average.
All right, coming into the car business, how much did you know? I know you said that you were, you know, taking a big chance, is what I'm getting at.
Man, I did not. When I stepped onto this lot, the first day we had a lot party, which is where we arrange all our cars in order. One of the other guys said, "Hey, Drew, why don't you run over there and grab that Chrysler 200?" And I didn't know what crap he was talking about.
You didn't know what the 200 was?
I didn't even know a Chrysler 200 from a Dodge Avenger, from anything. I was like, I had to ask him, okay, now which car is that exactly? So I would say I knew very little.
On a scale from 1 to 10, what was your knowledge of the car business when you got in it?
1.
Okay, and how long ago was that?
Not even quite 3 years ago, almost. April will be 3 years.
All right, guys, here's my point. I've been in the car business for 20 years. I've seen good salespeople, I've seen terrible salespeople. But every single time you see a good one, it's because they put in the work. Who was the first person at work today, Drew?
I was.
First person at work. If you're on time, you're already late. Who's going to be the last person to leave here tonight? It's already, we got 3 of us here now.
We are.
You know, so get there early, stay late, and you'll get lucky. Now, one more time, just to recap what we've been talking about. We're talking about Grant Cardone and his young hustlers. Well, Billy Merritt's got some young hustlers, and this is just one of them right here. Drew Shook. He's in charge of my internet. If you go to coffeechrysler.com, he'll tweet you back real quick, okay? So get on there and check him out and see how fast he's going to contact you. I have 5 other young hustlers. We're going to get them on here, and we're going to let you hear their success stories. But since Saturday, today's Thursday, that's 5 days ago.
And we don't work Sundays, so 5 days.
5 days, 5 working days ago, Drew has sold how many cars?
For the month of February, I had sold 2 cars.
And in the last 5 days, you've sold 9 cars in 5 days. That's because he didn't quit. That's because he got here early every single day and he stayed late every day. And I'm not going to ask him. I'm going to tell you. In the car business, some people make a little bit of money and some people make a lot of money. Well, the ones who get here early, stay late, and sell 9 cars in 5 days, they make the most money. He's way above average in the income department too. And that's what this show's about. We want you to make a lot of money. If you're going to make a lot of money, you better start acting like people that are making above average money, to say the least. Okay? Drew, any parting words?
No, thanks, Billy, for having me on this evening, man. I appreciate it. World, you know, if you're down and out, man, then you got a chance to take on something, take it. Give it your all. I mean, because you never know. I mean, with a little luck, man, who knows? You know, in 5 more years, I could be running my own store, you know.
I expect him to be running a big sales department somewhere. And you got to start somewhere. Take a chance, people. Learn something. Work hard. The harder you work, the luckier you'll get. For Kingpin Radio, it's Kingpin